This is the energy that I'm getting from you. And because of this, like, you don't even realize that this year you're going through a glow up of all glow ups. Truly. This year you're going to meet a version of yourself that you've been envisioning and keeping in your mind for so long, ever since you were a child. Like, I feel like ever since you were a kid, you had this image of the person that you knew you would become. And I feel like you've always known that you were going to become somebody because you've always been that girl. You've always been that boy. Okay. You've always known that you had this certain special quality. I'm hearing so much right now, you guys, so this is going to be one of those messages that bounces all over the place. And just know there's something very mystical and magical going on. 111 as I'm saying this when it comes to who I'm attracting in my energy right now. So if you're here, know that it's because you are about to literally step into your prime. You are walking this year into the highest version of yourself. And when that happens, it's very easy for a lot of energies that are around us, whether they are doing it intentionally or not, to send you the evil eye or to send you jealousy or envy, because it can be hard for people that are like finding a lot of destruction in their lives. And then there comes you and you're like living in your prime. You're finding your soul's purpose. You're finding your calling, all of these beautiful, amazing things. No way I'm getting a call right now. Hold on one second. Hello? Yes, I'll be there. Yes, sounds good. Thank you so much. Okay, bye. Sorry, guys. My dentist appointment. I had to take that. I'm like, should I just stop the video? But absolutely not. We're gonna keep it going. But anyways, I feel like when you're watching somebody go into their prime, it can be really hard when other people, they might not be in that season of their life yet. This might be the season of them where they're having those tower moments or they're having those big lessons that are coming up to the surface. So I don't know why I'm getting this energy from you right now. It's just like, be very protective of how you spend your number one priority for like this month and this new year should be protecting your peace at all motherfucking costs, protecting your energy, because whoever you are, you don't even realize how much you're up leveling spiritually, energetically, like the energy that you're drawing in towards you. You're a magnet right now, my love. You are a motherfucking magnet. You are drawing in once in a lifetime opportunities. And it's because whoever you are a walking star. Genuinely, I'm getting this very much energy of like, you are about to be seen worldwide. Like, this is not just like you're meant to be seen and you're meant to be heard and all that beautiful stuff. No, this is like whoever you are drawing in like a global audience. So I don't know what it is that you're doing, what it is that you're putting out there into the world. It could be music. I'm hearing music right now, writing a book. There's so many things that are coming to my mind, painting, with art, like whoever you are, it's something about the way that you express yourself, and you're meant to be seen on a large scale when doing this, because the way that you express yourself is very unique, it's very rare, and it's very indicative to you as well. Like, it's like not only the art that you're creating, but it's the person that's behind the art. It's the person behind the paintbrush, the person behind the song. There's something about you as a human being and the energy that you put into things and how you walk, how you talk, how you move, your mannerisms. There's something so special about you and the way that you are. And that's exactly why you're meant to reach a larger scale. It's not just supposed to be something that, like, I feel like whoever you are, if you post on social media, or you're posting on the internet or whatever, however you're putting yourself out there right now, this is just a literal stepping stone for where you're meant to be. Because where you're meant to be, I'm just getting a lot to do with world stages. Like, you're meant to have a global audience. You're meant to have an audience that is worldwide, like a huge audience. This took a turn, but there's something about that, because just goes to what I was saying. It's like, because you're being primed for this energy, because you're being primed to step out as the most confident version of yourself, as the you that you've been creating for so long, it's like you finally let go of the things that have been burdening you for so long. The pains, the traumas, the heartbreaks, the betrayals. This is no longer a season of you trying to continuously work on and fix those things about yourself. And when I say this goes in my last video, know that healing will always be a forever lifelong journey, but this is more about you being able to live and you being able to thrive rather than you just trying to survive and trying to elevate from certain traumas. I feel like you've come to a lot of peace and acceptance about certain things that happened to you in the past, okay? Certain people that really hurt you and betrayed you and like almost brought you down to the lowest version of yourself. I feel like you're finding a lot of gratitude for those situations as well. And you're just walking with this deep appreciation for life. And I just feel like you could have always said to yourself, like, what is meant for me will never miss me, okay? What is meant for me will never pass me by. But I feel like there's something about your energy right now where you're genuinely believing that about your life. Like, it's almost like you know. And I just heard this message from another reader too. She was saying how like, I feel like you finally let go of the face of who you thought your soulmate would be, okay? We're shifting into love right now, so you better get comfortable. I'm calling you out. Whoever you are that doesn't want to hear anything about love, I'm telling you, I'm talking right back at myself, okay? But honestly, this is a year, like, it's almost inevitable for you to attract in your divine counterpart at this point because your energy is just radiating at such a magnetic level that without you even intentionally trying to do it, you're drawing in something very divine towards you, divine partnership, okay? And I feel like it's because you finally come to terms with so many things in life. That's what I was just saying. You finally believe deep within you, what is meant for me will not pass me by. You have this deep-seated belief within you. And I feel like you're finally starting to detach from like seeing a face of who you thought your divine counterpart would be. You know, it's not about who it is anymore. It's just about this knowing within yourself that I'm going to attract the love of my life because that is what I'm deserving of. There's something about how you view yourself and how you view what you're worthy of that has completely shifted, and you're starting to realize that you're worthy of so much more. You're starting to realize the value that you bring into this world just by existing, okay? And I feel like because of this, that is about to be reflected right back at you. Okay, that is what is about to be reflected right back into your energy. And you're calling in like, I'm just getting a lot of love energy right now, you guys. I feel like you, without you even, oh, that's what I was gonna say. It's because you've come into this deep acceptance of your solitude. And I feel like for so long, for your entire life, whoever you are, you felt isolated ever since you were a kid. You've always felt like the black sheep, like the, I don't want to say ugly duckling, but I just heard that in my head. So that may resonate with someone, even though I know you're beautiful. You're dang beautiful as heck, okay? But you could have always felt like you were just the odd one out. Like your energy was very solitary. You never like, no matter how many people you were surrounded with or what relationships you were in, what family dynamics you were in, you always felt like you were isolated within your own energy. Very much lone wolf vibes, okay? You always felt safer within yourself. I feel like even when you were in relationships, it's almost like you never let people fully see you or fully have access to all of you. And you could wonder, have the thought in your mind, like, am I ever going to ever open myself up fully to another person? Like, is anybody else out there ever going to experience me? And I just feel like you finally come into a place of acceptance where you're realizing that, hold on a second, I am in love with my solitude and I love who I am when I'm alone, and I love the energy and the life that I've been able to create for myself within my own solitude. Okay, you're just becoming more comfortable and accepting of who you are as you. Without, I feel like you could have really had like struggled with codependency in the past or struggled with having your own identity. It feels like you were somebody that got caught up in a lot of other people's shit. I could be honest, okay? It feels like if you had certain friend groups or certain relationships, you were always caught up in living for somebody else, overproducing for other people, being everything for another person, and you lacked giving that back to yourself in return. But whenever you're stepping into this energy, it's like you finally realize, hold on a second, I am valuable just as I am. I am my own best friend. I am my own soulmate. And I just feel like you've truly taken the steps to fall in love with the life that you've created for yourself and how you operate within your own energy. And because of that, a byproduct of that, which is very ironic how the universe works. So I keep saying that because it is true. But it's almost like now that you finally accepted your own solitude and you're no longer resenting it, you're no longer running from it or pushing it away, you've finally fallen in love with it a bit and accepted it. And it's like, I feel like you know that you don't need a partner, you don't need anyone else to, this is for a very specific collective right now, because this is taking a turn. But I feel like you finally accepted that if I were to be alone for the rest of my life, I would be happy and I would be fulfilled because I can sustain myself. And it's almost like in the past, you really put love and partnership on such a pedestal where it almost took away from your life's purpose, or it took away from you finding out what you were finding out the value that you offered besides just being there for somebody else. Do you get what I'm saying? It's almost like you had to go through certain situations that really forced you to see the beauty within being alone. And I just feel like you've come into this place of acceptance. And because of that, the byproduct of that is the universe being like, okay, we know you don't need a partner. We know that you've fallen in love with being by yourself, but we know that having somebody there, you're drawing in a partnership that's going to uplift you and help you build this empire that you're wanting to build for yourself. And you could struggle with the thought of like having somebody in your life feeling like a distraction, or feeling like love has always been a distraction for you, or love has always been something that like deters you from your path and you can't focus on just yourself. But you're attracting the exact opposite. Your energy right now, it's almost like the universe has you on such a pedestal because they see the changes that you're creating, not only in your life, but in the lives of the people around you. Whether you realize it or not, and whether you're doing it intentionally or not, you are creating this ripple effect of change in so many lives around you. I'm just hearing, be the change you want to see. And that's what you've done. You completely absorbed that energy and absorbed that principle and said to yourself, you know what? If I want to see the change in other people, I have to first be the change within myself. And because of that, you're inspiring so many people. And that's why the universe is like, we're going to bring someone into your life that is going to be a direct reflection of all of the hard work that you've put in on yourself. And it's going to reflect that energy back at you. Like you're drawing in somebody towards you that is meant to uplift you and help. Somebody that sees you. That's all I'm hearing. Ooh, you could have really struggled in the past with feeling seen in relationships in general, or like feeling like you were always hidden in plain sight, feeling like people always missed you, like you were a missed opportunity. That's what I'm hearing right now. But it just feels like you're drawing in not only people and soulmate connections, friendships, relationships, human connections, but also the opportunities that you're drawing in towards you at this time are going to reflect into you like the eyes that you've been waiting to see you for so long. Does that make sense? I'm just seeing this image right now of somebody like staring directly into your soul, or you receiving like an offer or a contract or some sort of job opportunity or something that you finally feel is a reflection of the value that you offer. Do you get what I'm saying? Like that's the energy right now, you guys. I just feel like you're about to step into the most blessed season of your life. And it's because of all the energy that you've been putting out into the world. So now at this time, like all I keep hearing is move in silence and protect your mother freaking energy. Protect your energy out the woo-ha. Okay, out the woo-ha. Like you need to be keeping up so intensely. And I was just talking to Natty about this, but keeping up with cleansing your energy, spiritually cleansing your energy, cleansing your space, not letting anything become stuck and stagnant. Because the way that you are up leveling at this time in your life, my love, everything needs to flow effortlessly, and you're not meant to meet things with resistance. So if there's anything on your path right now that is causing that resistance or that little like blip in your flow of things, you need to look at it a bit differently, you know? Really monitor the relationships in your life. Monitor how you feel after leaving a conversation with somebody else, because there are so many, I'm just hearing monitoring spirits. Like there are so many people that are watching your success and are watching you evolve, and without them even realizing it, are sending you that jealous, envious energy, because it's just that we're human, you know? We all go through those moments where for a lot of people, it's easier to look at somebody with jealousy and envy and almost anger and rage when you see someone being successful versus being inspired by them. And I feel like whoever you are such a pure, genuine soul. Like when you see other people doing good, you genuinely want the best for other people, and you are so inspired by that, because to you, whoever you are, you know, if they can do it, I can do it too. If they can do it, I can do it too. Okay, so it's like you have the energy, but you have to realize that not everybody operates in that same energy, and that could be a really hard lesson for you as well, realizing that, hold on, not everybody acts in the same way that I do or perceives things in the same way that I do, But just be cautious about who you let in your energy right now, and your number one priority as you go through this ascension, because that is what this is for you, love. This is another ascension. Yeah. Welcome home. You've made it to another ascension. Okay. And I feel like at this point, it's just become so repetitive, and like you're used to, I'll probably be making another video next week about another ascension that you're going through, because that's just how much you be going through these ascensions. Okay. It's become second nature for you. You're so used to elevating. But when we go through these, especially when we're like in the peak of ascension, like you could be going through loss of appetite, or just very, very, very vivid dreams, very magical, mystical moments, feeling like things are coming in to trip you up. Like there's so much that I'm getting right now. Seeing rainbows, I just heard as well. I just feel like you're very spiritually, not vulnerable right now, but very spiritually in tune. And that can make you more sensitive to a lot of certain energies, okay? At this time, you need to put your own mental and your own energy at the forefront of everything that you do. If you know that going out when you're feeling very vulnerable and sensitive energetically at this time is not going to sustain you, or not going to give you anything other than that little quick rush of dopamine from like getting ready with your friends and getting hit on at the bar and whatever it might be, this is just an example, okay? Then you need to be cautious about how you're spending your energy, because outweigh the pros and the cons. At this point in your life, you're not meant to chase after the things that are giving you that short, quick dopamine rush, okay? Because you're building something, like we said, you are in the making of being this global, this known figure, this somebody that is meant to reach the stars and reach very big, monumental things in this life. So treat yourself as such, you know, see yourself as that person. That person wouldn't dabble into like these lower energy things just to have a quick hit of dopamine and call it a day. You know what I mean? Because they know I'm actually in the process of building this empire for myself, this legacy for myself, and I know what my energy is worth, and I'm not willing to sacrifice that for a little bit of fun. So I don't know who needs to hear that, but just be put your energy protection right now as your number one priority, because you're meant to elevate in a way that's going to turn the heads of every single person around you. It's going to be something that cannot be missed, because your your path to success is going to happen so quickly and so effortlessly and so easily that it's going to be impossible for people not to turn their heads and be like, holy shit, how did that person do that? Holy crap, how did they get there? How were they able to do this? Do you get what I'm saying? So really see yourself as that version of you that you know you're stepping into, okay? See yourself as that, and be like stingier with your energy at this point. You know what I mean? Don't just allow anybody up in your space. Don't just like don't do anything right now out of feeling obligated. Okay? If you don't feel inspired to do something, don't do it. Don't do something because you feel like it's the right thing to do. This is a time right now where your intuition is almost like testing you to see how much you trust yourself. Do the things that you feel called to do and that you feel inspired to do. And if something feels like you're doing it out of obligation, even when it comes to showing up for like social events or like certain things that could put you in a different energy, don't do anything that you feel obligated to do. Do the things that you feel inspired to do, okay? Everything else, just let it be. Let it be, because at this point in your life, you're not meant to rush anything. You're not meant to rush for anything. Your energy is meant to, like, this path for you is meant to, there goes the lace, babe. You already know what I was going to say. This path for you is meant to be one that you like fall into, like gracefully just fall into it. So let yourself fall in all the right spaces and keep this between you and the divine right now. Keep it quiet. You're not meant to share it. You're not meant to be so excited that you're telling everybody about all these plans that you have. Keep it hush hush at this time, okay? Because there's a confirmation for you, okay? Keep this thing quiet. Keep it between you and source, because I just feel like another confirmation verb, excuse me. I just feel like this is something that is so big that your brain right now can't even conceptualize. Like you can't even, if you were trying to think about the grandiosity, I don't know if that's the word, the grandness of this thing, the monumentalness, you know, the bigness of this thing that you're stepping into, you wouldn't even be able to, your brain couldn't even comprehend how big this is about to be for you. So And I don't want that to scare you, because you're ready for this. You are ready for it, whether you feel it or not. Just keep doing what you're doing and protect your energy, protect your peace. That was a beautiful message. And I'm so freaking excited for you, babe. Holy crap. Whoever you are, you're meant to shake up the world. You are meant to shake up this world. And I am so grateful that I just get to know you, that I just get to experience this energy. I really hope that you keep me updated. Okay? And you guys, I've been like trying not to sit on YouTube and just like all the comments, and it's almost like when you're doing this, you have to be detached from it at a certain level. But I just want you guys to know that I wish I could like and comment back to every single comment that I receive, but just know that I do read them before I go to sleep. And I love your guys' comments. I'm so grateful for all of you, for all the people that donate to this channel. And me, I'm so freaking grateful for you guys. You have no idea. And I'm so proud of you. And just watching you evolve for the last few months has been my favorite